Hi folks, how you doing? I'm Ross Minton, and as always, this is Greer in Life. Yeah, sorry for the complete radio silence over the last few weeks. Just been getting back into the swing of things, and I've had so many jobs to catch up on since my appendix and my shoulder injury and all that kind of stuff, that I've just been trying to plough through them as best I can. And although I've been filming the footage, I've not been editing it because I just haven't had the time. To be fair, I also have not really had the desire to go through the footage and edit it because I've been so busy. It's just been about ticking jobs off the jobs list. As you can see, today down the allotment, I've had to come into the greenhouse because it's so windy. I hope the sound's alright. It should be fine because obviously I've shut the glass and the door here and stuff, so there's no wind in the greenhouse, but you can probably hear it. And if you look out there, you would see that the trees are going absolutely nuts. They're like that. Anyway, so what have I been up to? Basically, I've been tidying the allotments up, getting them ready for winter. As you see from the other channel, big gust of wind. As you see from the other channel, the Grow Your Life gardening one, I've got my winter potatoes in, ready for Christmas. They are up actually, and they're being battered by the wind, but they look fine. So fingers crossed I'll have some new potatoes for Christmas. I don't know if you know about Pumpkin Gate, but those that you follow me on Instagram probably have seen that down my other allotment, the skinny allotment, I had my pumpkins stolen. These pumpkins were kindly donated by a plot holder here, Max. So thank you, Max. She had some spares and she gave me a couple, but I had 3 beautiful big pumpkins that were stolen, and I like to think it was kids just messing around, but it probably wasn't. But anyway, it is what it is. So note to self, next year my pumpkins and my crops like that are going to get grown at home, which I didn't really want to do. So that brings me on to something else. I'm basically redesigning the entire back garden. The summer house, which I'm going to use as an art studio, is now up. It's structurally sound, although the roof needs sorting out because it needs to be more watertight. It's only got a tarp on it at the moment. It needs to be done properly. The doors need repairing, and then there's loads of areas of filler and stuff that I need to tart it up basically to make it look nicer. And then once all that's done, I can paint it and make it look, you know, the dog's danglies. Which it's been a nice little project actually. It's been quite nice to sit. No, it's not been quite nice to sit. It's been quite nice to get my teeth into it and actually show myself that I can do a little bit of DIY work, because I'm not DIY minded at all. In fact, I'm pretty rubbish at DIY, and I used to just hammer everything together with hammer and nails. But since having the impact driver and finding it, that's really good for getting screws in deep, because I haven't got the strength to push them in with a normal driver. So with having the impact driver, and it's only a cheapy one from Screwfix, I think it was. Don't think it was expensive at all. It was either $59.99 or $69.99, I can't remember. But it's absolutely brilliant. I've put screws in like that and just straight through. You've seen from my other video that I built a bench earlier on in the year. That impact driver has seriously been an absolute godsend. So any of you with allotments, gardens, you want to build raised beds, little structures, pagodas, whatever, get yourself an impact driver. Honestly, it saved me hours, and it saved me muscle ache and everything else. It's brilliant. So once the summer house is done, I'm then going to rejig, well, not once it's done, but the summer house is going to be done. At the same time, I'm rejigging all the flower beds. Now I've got the 2 allotments, and because my garden isn't great because of the boggy situation, I've taken up my raised beds from home, and I'm dismantling them. I'm going to reuse the wood. I'm going to make myself a potting bench and stuff like that, a log store. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some sweeping wooded woodland area like beds, flower beds. I'm just going to fill them with bluebells, native flowers, daffodils, tulips, ferns. I've got one of those big gunnerer, giant rhubarb plants, which I'm hoping will take over a corner. Because the garden's so wet, the vegetables I grew there never grew very well. I'd have to really struggle to get a good crop of anything because of the boggy situation. Even in the raised beds, it wasn't great, to be honest, because I used to get the mare's tail come up through the raised beds and it was just a bit of a nightmare. So to be fair, I'll have a nicer garden with those raised beds gone. Yeah, well, the art studio, I've signed myself up to an art course now, so now I've got a workspace that I can actually get into and do a bit of creativity in. I've signed myself up to an art course. Although I went to art school for years, I just want to be around other creative people. And I don't, you know, although I know how to do art, I don't know if that's a thing, but although I studied art, I suppose is the correct term, I'm quite happy to go and do refresher classes and stuff just to get more ideas and meet other creative people. And it's like everything in life, I don't think you ever learn anything properly, you're always constantly learning. So although I got a degree and a master's in like art-based subjects, I'm going to an art class at the village hall down the road. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really good. So all in all, it's been a busy time, really. It's been a manic time. Everything else that's gone on in the family, as in my daughter got COVID. She was perfectly fine. To be fair, we're not even sure if she had it, but they tested everyone in her school and she had a positive test, and so she had to isolate. And then my son, he's been poorly with sore throat and stuff, so he's been tested, but he's come back negative. Sandra's still working at home but going in 1 day a week. All in all, it's just been one of those crazy times. It's just playing catch up. I finally feel like I've caught up a little bit, but I still feel slightly behind because I've got so much that I want to do on the allotments and in the garden. Every time I sit down at my laptop and start editing things, I just feel like it's a waste of time, simply because I've got stuff to do. If YouTube was my full-time job and it was, paid the bills and everything, then I would be pushing out a video every week and keeping you all informed. But the truth and the fact of the matter is, it doesn't, and it provides me so little income that I've got more important things at the moment to do than vlog about my allotment. I need to actually get back on top of the allotment, and I need to get back on top of my garden. So I will keep you updated over the autumn winter period, but I'm just so busy. So I mean, if you want to follow the journey, as it were, even more detail, pop over to my Instagram, links about somewhere. You'll grow your own life, you'll find me, because that's really quick. I can just post a picture and a quick, I can take a picture in the garden, I can put my phone away, I can carry on doing work, and then later that night I can upload the picture and I can write a little mini blog about what I've done. What else have I been up to? I haven't even been out on the bike lately, because obviously I've just got back into the swing of things with my shoulder, because obviously riding a bike with a dodgy shoulder wasn't good, and then obviously the COVID situation and isolating, and I just didn't feel it was right to be tearing around the place on my bike. I'm all good, I'm all happy, I'm all healthy, short of a few minor blips like the pumpkins being pinched and stuff like that. Everything's going really well. I'm hoping to do a little collaboration with a few people in the next couple of weeks. I'm just putting that together, so that'll be quite interesting for you. That's probably the biggest YouTube thing I'm working on, but other than that, it's just been busy getting stuff done, getting things done, and actually gardening. Yes, I do actually garden, I do actually do things. It's just I don't always record them because I just don't have time.